That zoomed in. Why did that zoom in? That's so weird. Alright. Welcome to the beginning. That may not even be in the video. I might edit it out. We might then just randomly throw this part of a video into another part. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to try and do. The goal of this is to turn one of these EVA foam floor matting squares into something like this, a truck for makeATruuuukk, or maybe I'll make a track, I don't know, but I think I'll make a truck. Okay, making it all sorts. Made this mostly out of cardboard. I like how the cardboard looks corrugated, but I also like how the EVA foam has this weird little pattern that makes it look metally. I don't know if you can, there we go, there's a good shot of it. Being a total noob at this video making, I figure if I leave enough of a pause between bits, I can edit. What do you need to begin? Well, got a hot water bottle. Hot. Got a hot water bottle from the back. Is that essential? No, it's just bloody cold this morning. And let's take it off. This is essential, as is these bits. Running out of these bits, so I'm going to use sparkly ones. Just going to grab a handful. That should be enough. 2, 4, 6, 8. Joke. Oh, happy orc. Oh, happy orc. Should do that covered. Enjoy orcos. They're spore and wonderful. Make some nice squig meal. Right, this piece of scrap cardboard to lay your glue gun down on, because when you're not using your glue gun, when you're doing cutting or bending or molding or trying to get the bits of glue to stick, this will just put a little bit, and if you look at this, it's covered, if that's focused at all, in these little globlets of glue that just come out. There's also, as anyone who's used a glue gun knows, the spider webs. You'll see them, I'll show you when making them. They're long, thin, strandy bits of glue. What else do you need before turning your glue gun on? Right. Do not turn your glue gun on until you have cut all of your bits out. Because it will melt your glue, and it will just dump a bunch on there, and it'll get really, really hot. What sort of truck should I make? I don't know. What's the first thing you do with your foam board? You cut off all of the side bits. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this is this is an Aukey truck I'm building. So neat, it doesn't have to be, but let's say you just want to build your kid a truck, or you want to build a friend's kid, anybody. Maybe you want, like I'm doing this because I play makeATruuuukk, and I want my friends to play. And a good way to get your friends to play truck games is to build a truck and give it to them and say, there you go, you don't have to build a truck, I've given you one. And they can look at it and go, oh, I can build a better truck than this. And then they can go and get their own EVA phone and have a crack at it. Now, I need a circle thing. Any old circle thing will do. Alright, take your circle thing, using the technical terms here. Find out how wide circle thing is. Another great thing about these lines is they straight, so you don't need to measure and do a ruler and do a line across your EVA phone, because they've already put lines here already. All you got to do is be able to follow them. Cut's easy enough, and there you have. Just check that line and go, yeah, that's a straight line. Not necessarily straight on the outside. I think this bit is a bit thicker than this bit, but this is a little bit higher than that, so it could be adding to an illusion. Look along the edge. Oh, a bit wobbly. Look along that edge though. And there you go, it's manufacturers. They were a little bit off. The outer edge was a little bit off. Doesn't matter. No. Not in the slightest. Alright, with your roundy bit, you can draw a circle, but you're going to have to be cutting them out anyway. So what I like to do, let's go, there you go. There's the size of your wheel. So, go ahead and then just does it have to be perfect? No. Look at that. Look at that. Right. Pretty much right on. And then you've got your things. And I'll show you how to make a wheel. I'm going to put that one aside. Just so I can make more if I want. Alright. How to make a square thing into a round thing. Take off the corners. Much rounder. too bad. Could do with some sanding, but don't sand this stuff. Don't. It makes a horrible mess. Do not do it inside. Don't be tempted. If you're going to do it at all, do it outside, because this becomes very fine. I did some with an electric sander, and from that experience, I would say don't do it. Well, there's a wheel. Just taking off the corners gives you a hexagonal-like shape. Hexagonal, octagonal. So, I don't know. Sometimes you go too far and then feel like I've just made it. It's round, but it's egg-shaped. And then to correct for that, sometimes it gets a bit smaller. You know, you have a couple of bumps on there just to keep the passengers awake. Okay, I'm going to try this. A circle goes to the edge. So when you have a circle in a square, let's see if I can draw. Right. The middle of the edge is where your circle meets. So if you start there and then try and do a curvy cut to the middle of the next flat edge type thing, then keep going. Don't know. Looks okay from this side. Kind of a square circle. Could just be a philosophy joke. It's like, how do you make a square circle? They're two different shapes. They can't exist at the same time. There you go. However many years of philosophy going, making the circle round and the square round, and whatever. How much of the corner do you take off? Whoa, and look at that. All right, a bit lumpy, but that will do. Getting towards the end, I'm thinking, put that one aside for a template, but it's made the numbers I've got wrong. I've got 5 now. So that one's a bit eggy. It's a little bit eggy. 5. No, I'm going to use this one. You can see why people do live YouTube things. It's like, if you're someone who's got a gift of gab, then you could just go blah 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 blah. There you go. There's your 10-minute video. And you end up with lots of these little bits. They are good to stick on the front, so that they're like spiky ram. Or you could stick them on the side of your vehicle, so that they're so that your car's spiky. What else would you do? Why stick them on the side of your car? Make your car spiky. Alright, who is for? Say hello to an orc. This is a homemade fantasy orc to be hello, I'm a space orc. I got a gun. All sorts. Oh. There we go. Space orc. Oh yeah. So I need one of these. I need them for scale. They're good. They're good for scale because this was the first one I ever built, and it's good to be able to get inside and go, that's how much room that orc takes standing up. So maybe I can have 2 orcs in the front. Just custom jobs a bit. And like that, hey presto, 2 orcs in the front. Jolly good, says I. How do you get them out? I don't know. You get stuck in there good and proper like. Get out. This isn't a video on how to stick an orc in a truck. This is what I call a buggy. And this is what Games Workshop calls a buggy. Right, a little bit of a difference. You're not fitting 5 orc on this. I can fit 5 orc on this. May even be able to fit 10 orc on that. I know I can fit 10 orc on this. And I think 10 orc fits on this. But it's a bit of a squeeze, and some of them might fall off when you move it, depending whether they've got a good handhold. Mine are old fantasy orcs, so they've got square bases. So for this, when I did this, I slotted them in there. That's a nice fit. Right. Round base orky as a bit of a struggle. That's all right. We'll see how we go. Right. Well, trucks, they need engines, don't they? wide do you want your truck to be? Right. How wide do you want your truck to be? 2 side by side. Quite nice. Bigger line, there they go. Alright. That's the line. Cut along the line. Is there a timer? Jeez, it's been 20 minutes already. 20 minutes. How the hell do people do this in... You know what, I'm actually tempted to go, there you go, there's your truck. But mind, let's go. It's part of a truck engine. This, and then you just cut and paste. Stick them together just to make them look good. But it's a really good idea to cut all your pieces out before getting your glue gun ready. Yeah, it's not bad. It's taken it down in size quite a lot. But you've got all of this. Remember. Driver's cabin you want bigger than places. Right. So there it can. That. one of the things when cutting this, find your line. All right, that's the line I want to follow. Then put your top scissor on that line. You can't see what I'm doing. And don't cut through staples. Don't do that. That's bad. Damages your scissors. Might break this. This could fly anywhere. So there's the driver's cab. That could be interesting. When you go here, with the wheels at the ready, is one you might want to plug in. Your glue stick. Don't know why I'm filming this. Alright, so what I have is unglued, got a little crew box, got a gun platform, driver's cabin, and I've got the engine. And I've got 6 wheels. Now I could double up some of these and then use some of these offcuts and try and make some tread. Make them extra grippy. It's your heart out, grippo. thread for grippo tires. Grippo tires is extra grippy. And hey presto. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can stick your glue gun on the sides. Glue looks a bit like a weld. Great big crappy chunky weld, but if it holds things together, a weld's a weld. On to the silver. Why silver? Why not? Why do I have silver glue? Because it's sparkly. Question is, if you don't have silver sparkly glue in your hot glue gun collection, why? Why don't you? Hot sparkly glue is awesome. Every orc says so. The spider webs. Strands of